What a nice way to welcome our CGI with the BGM representing our Indian culture. Okay, let's welcome our CGI with a thunderous applause. He's on the way. The moment you see at the door, I would request everyone to welcome him with a huge applause. Thank you for all your patience. Got an update that he's just coming through the traffic outside the door. He's stuck in a traffic jam. Okay, let's welcome our CGI. He is here. Honorable Justice, Chief Justice of India, with a thunderous applause. Let's give it up for the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Shri N.V. Ramana garu, and all the delegates coming along with him. Also accompanied by our very dearest Honorable Consul General of India,
Sucharita ji, please come up on stage. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, a warm welcome on behalf of Association of Indo-Americans. a proud conglomeration of 38 plus Indian organizations coming together and celebrating the glory of India. All 38 active organizations, we do our own independent events, but we join hands and celebrate Swadesh, our Independence Day, Dashra, Diwali, Dhamaka, Republic Day, and Maya Bazaar. This is such an unified organization which we are very proud of, which you will not see in any part of the country or the world. So big round of applause for the entire team of Association of Indo-Americans that put together this most privileged event. We commence the program with lighting of the lamp, and I request Malaji, Justice Ramana ji, Honorable Consul General Nagendra Prasad ji, Jairam ji, and Suchitra ji to please join Justice Ramana ji in lighting the lamp. Thank you. May I request Ramana ji, Mala ji, Jairam ji, and Honorable Consul General to please take a seat. Thank you. And now we officially commence the program. And a hearty thanks on behalf of AIA to all the elected officials that came here to be part of our wonderful festivities. I request Ramesh Kondaji to invite our honorable guests on stage.
Namaste everyone, good evening. On behalf of Association of Indo-Americans, we welcome you for the beautiful evening here today, Friday evening, and our dignitary Chief Justice of India is here with us. So we have several of the elected officials, along with the Consul General Dr. T.V. Nagendra Prasad ji and his staff, Rajesh Nayak ji and Dr. Akunji is here. So we really appreciate the Consul General for the tremendous support he's been giving to all of us for a couple of years he's here. Please give him a big round of applause. So we would invite each of the elected officials to come onto the stage, just briefly say a couple of words, their experience and the message briefly. So we want to save the time for the Chief Justice to convey his message, but we want to respect and recognize all the elected officials who are here. So this is not quite, please forgive me if it is not in the order, but I will go through the list I have. First of all, I would like to invite Honorable Judge Danny Chow from San Mateo Superior Court. Please give him a round of applause. Judge, please come onto the stage if you can. Thank you so much, Judge. If you can share your message.
Sure. first, I want to thank all of you for inviting me here today, and particularly my good friend Sean and his wife Siri. It's a true honor and a privilege to be here today, to have the opportunity to meet the Chief Justice of India and all of you here. And let me also just say that it's a true pleasure to actually be here in person and to actually see people live. So, you know, I have to confess, when I was invited, I did not know a lot about the Chief Justice or about the India Supreme Court or India law. So I did what any good lawyer does. I looked it up on Wikipedia, and I had my friend Sean confirm that it was accurate. So one of the things I was quite impressed by was reading the Chief Justice's Wikipedia page. And you know, what it struck me was that not only is he incredibly impressive, he's far more accomplished than I would ever be. And, but there were a few things that really caught my attention. One, that he used to be a journalist before he became an advocate. And then he was a government lawyer as well, which is something I did as well for many years. And then he has basically worked in every court, as far as I could tell, or every level of court in India, and now is at the top of that pinnacle. And what that told me is that he is a true public servant, which is certainly something that I admire incredibly as a judge myself, and certainly something that I would aspire to. The other thing that I was looking at was stuff about the India Constitution and India courts, and what I was amazed by was the commonalities between our system and your system, and in particular, the fundamental rights that are recognized under the India Constitution, including sort of the equivalent of our right to equal protection, our freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom of association, many of our criminal rights that we honor and cherish here, the Miranda rights, right against self-incrimination, all of those things you see in the India Constitution as well. But there are also some differences I noticed, which I was impressed by. The right to cultural and to preserve all the cultures, which sound amazing in India, and to allow those cultures to flourish. I was quite impressed to see that enshrined in the India Constitution, as well as the right to information, which to ensure that its citizens have a constitutional right to see what its government is doing. And I was awfully impressed by that. And what I learned from looking at this is that in an age where our differences are pushing people and countries farther and farther apart, it's important to realize that we actually have a lot more in common than we think. And to the extent that we have differences, we can learn from those differences, as I did here. And let me just end by saying I feel very fortunate to be able to be here today with all of you, to get to meet the Chief Justice, to learn more about India's law and legal system, and more importantly, and just as importantly, to be here to meet all of you. And it really is a true pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Judge. Really appreciate your message and very inspiring. Thank you for taking time and being with us, Judge. Next, I would like to invite Office of Alameda County District Attorney Nancy Amali's office, Terry Wiley, Chief Assistant District Attorney. Please come onto the stage.
Here you go, sir.
Well, I thought Judge Chu was speaking for all of us, but it is truly an honor, our Chief Justice, to be here. You know, I also did a little research, and I had to confirm. I said, well, how many justices are there on the Indian Supreme Court? 45. So what that told me about the Chief Justice is he is someone that knows how to bring people together. He's a leader. And I know with both judges and lawyers, a lot of it is managing egos. And as I sit here and see you, you're just such a dignified, you know, there's something that speaks out to me that says that, you know, wow, amazing judge, an amazing person. And so I'm not going to speak long because I know we got a lot of people, but I just want to tell you what an honor it is to have you here in the Bay Area and in California. And I hope you enjoy your stay. And thank you for being here, and thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Terry, for the great message. I would like to invite Honorable Assembly Member Alex Lee, representing California 25th District. He is the youngest Assembly member in the California history. So,
I just want to thank the Chief Justice for gracing us with your presence here. I'm Alex Lee. I'm the State Assembly member for right here, Milpitas. And in fact, this district that you are, as evidenced by this room, is actually the most Asian American district in the entire state, and congressionally, or in our federal government, the most Asian American district in the entire country. So this is, yes. But this is a testament to the incredible work that AIA and all its partner organizations do to make California and to make the Bay Area right here a welcoming place for so many Indo-Americans. And frankly, I also want to recognize Dr. Konda for all the incredible work he does. He was honored as my API Heritage Month honoree last month as well. But wanted to thank, yeah, of course, absolutely. Thank you for all your incredible work. And also thank you for coming here. As you know, in America right now, we talk a lot about our Supreme Court right now. And certainly, even though California is the 5th largest economy in the world, there's a lot we can learn from the democracy of India. And as we're about to celebrate Independence Day, being one of the oldest democracies, we can certainly learn a lot from the largest democracy in the country. So thank you for being here.
thank you, Assembly member. Next, I would like to invite our Honorable Supervisor, Cindy Chavez from Santa Clara County. Cindy? She's here? She was here earlier. Oh, Otoli is here, Supervisor, Honorable Supervisor from Santa Clara County, Otoli. He is going to speak for Cindy as well.
Sure, absolutely. Namaste, good evening, everybody. My name is Otto Lee, truly honored to be representing the county of Santa Clara with 15 towns and cities right here with 2 million people. We are the largest county in Northern California, but of course Silicon Valley is right here. And we are also the most diverse county, honestly. And you could just look at this room of how many amazing entrepreneurs and successful engineers and everybody working here. And this is really why we are so honored to have you here today, Chief Justice. Being the Chief Justice of 1.3 billion people, being the largest democracy, and us being the oldest democracy, is truly amazing of your support for human rights, on diversity, and I congratulate you for your huge accomplishment, and we look forward to great partnership for many years to come for India and United States. Thank you for being here. Namaste.
Thank you, Supervisor. We always commend your community work here. Great work in the Santa Clara County. I would like to invite our hosting mayor, Honorable Mayor of City of Milpitas, Rich Tran, and he is always supportive and he has a big team, and today he's the hosting city mayor. He's not here, but I think one of the council members can speak for him. Okay. So next we will move on to the Honorable Mayor of Santa Clara, Mayor Lisa Gilmore, or Vice Mayor Kathy Vanabe. Oh, sorry, Milpitas Vice Mayor.
Hi, Ms. Carmen. Thank you. Milpitas is the city where the inception of Association of Indo-Americans happened. Our first festival happened here. We always love this city, and this year's Swadesh Independence Day is also happening in Milpitas. Thank you for being a great host.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being here. And also, Sri Chief Justice Sri NB Ramana, thank you so much for being here. One of the things that I would like to, I always start off with my little tune, Jana Gana Mana. That's no, he taught me that, the independence. But what I want to say is that it takes a lot of skill because you have to make wise decisions. It's a balancing act. You get all the facts and you think, and then you also look to your inner soul to make the wisest decisions to bring justice, because it's all about justice, right? Thank you. And this is Deepak. He's one of our commissioners.
Thank you and welcome to our city. Another good news I want to give you, for the first time in Milpitas, our city council approved hoisting the Indian flag on the 15th of August. Thank you so much. And it is going to be an ongoing matter, and Vice Mayor was one of the persons who voted on this. Thank you. Thank you.
Next, I would like to invite Honorable Vice Mayor Kathy from the City of Santa Clara. Kathy and Lisa Gilmore, Mayor. Please come onto the stage, please. Thank you so much for all the community work. Sunnyvale is one of the most populated with the Indian community. So all the service you do, we really commend you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. We want to welcome the Chief Justice here, and from the City of Santa Clara, we want to send our best wishes to you. And when you decide that you want to leave India, we want to welcome you very much in the City of Santa Clara. We are known as the center of what's possible, so we think anything's possible, Chief Justice. So please come to Santa Clara. And thank you very much for having us. It's such an honor to meet you.
Thank you, Mayor. Welcome, Chief Justice and Consul General. It's so nice to be in your company again this evening. What I would like to just share is you made a comment earlier about how you hope that the Indian community was working hard here in the United States. I will tell you, Chief Justice, I think the Indian people are the hardest working people in this valley. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor and Vice Mayor. I'd like to invite City of Sunnyvale Mayor Honorable Larry Klein. So we've seen Mayor participate in the Holi, and a lot of colors, colorful. So if you can share your message, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Namaste. I'm happy to be here. Welcome to the Bay Area, Chief Justice Ramana. And you know, it's a wonderful place to be, and I thank you for being here. You know, Sunnyvale is blessed to be a very diverse city. You know, more than half of our population was born outside of the United States. We have, you know, people from all over the world that bless our city, and that diversity makes our city better. We have many of the Indian community in there. You know, AIA. I'm happy to be back here. It's always welcome. I'm always welcome and happy to see your smiling faces, you know. But I also did what the other lawyers do. I'm not a lawyer, thank goodness. But I looked up on Google, you know, your past, and I really appreciate, you know, your commitment to public service. I'm sure it's not easy, and you look at our nation right now, and looking at, you know, a lot of focus is being done on those decisions of the Supreme Court. You leading that effort has been, you know, from what I was able to read, has been a fantastic effort. And so I thank you for what you've done for the Indian nation, but also the example that you've set for the Indian people and people around the world from a democratic standpoint. So thank you for being here. I welcome you to the Bay Area, and please come visit Sunnyvale when you get a chance. Namaste.
Thank you, Mayor. Kind welcome to Chief Justice. I would like to invite Honorable Mayor Lily May from City of Fremont. Lily May has been in public service for many years and a very dynamic political leader here and very supportive to the Indian community.
Good evening, namaste. And so I just wanted to say how excited we are to have this opportunity to welcome the Chief Justice Ramana to our community. We are blessed to be in a region which is, and Fremont is actually proud to be home to the largest East Asian Indian population inside the United States. And over the years, we've been very honored to be able to share the culture and the values that are so important to our communities now more than ever, to have the wisdom to be able to guide the justices and also in terms of support within our API community. We recognize, and I know I've had so many of our fellow mayors here today, that we are a region that is stronger because of the fact that we have so many of our community members be able to work together collectively as a municipality and also in partnership with all of you. And AIA is a great example, and our general counsel, who we've had the pleasure of working with over the years. This is what makes our community stronger. And I know that when we move forward through the challenging times, that we can have the partnership that will allow us to not just be successful, but to thrive. So I just wanted to wish you blessings to you on your visit, and that this is hopefully the one of many opportunities that we can continue to work together and build the relationships that make our community stronger. Because this is not about Asian history, this is about American history, and we are part of the fabric that makes it special and makes it thrive. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I would like to invite Honorable Mayor from the City of Saratoga, Mayor Tina Walia. Mayor Tina has been in the service and a great public servant, please.
Namaste. It's truly an honor to stand here as an American, having grown up in India, when I was living in the largest democracy and learning about the oldest democracy in the world. And to be able to represent my small city of Saratoga, which has about 50% Asian Americans today. Public service comes in many forms, but as has been said earlier, justice is the key. Without justice, the other branches of government cannot take us so far. So thank you so much. Chief Justice of India, thank you so much. Your reputation in India, I have family there who are in this field. Your reputation is just incredible. The work that you do inspires a lot of people. So thank you so much for what you do. Thank you, Consul General. Namaste.
Thank you, Mayor. I would like to invite Honorable Vice Mayor from City of Cupertino, Liang Chow. Dr. Liang Chow, please share your message. Cupertino is also one of the largest populated with Asian and Indian and Americans.
I wouldn't be standing here without the Asian Indian Americans who volunteered to campaign for me. They went door to door and then they really supported me. So it's thanks to all of the Asian Indian Americans in Cupertino. And we have appointed many of them to the Cupertino commissioners. So they really, we are a city that really integrates many ethnic groups together. And today we actually have the mayor, Darcy Paul, here, but unfortunately he has a little cough and couldn't speak, but he's here. And we also have council member Kitty Moore here. And because the Indian American is an essential part of our community. So it's my honor to be here and welcome the Chief Justice, and your work is important to India and then Consulate General. In fact, just yesterday I started to work on a project as the project manager to bring free data science classes to high schools in India. And our task is to create a list of high schools and their domain names so that we can figure out how to deliver this to them. So if anyone has information on how to get this list of high schools, that will help us expedite our task. So yeah, really honored to be here and to be with all of you. And we will support, I'm happy that I hope that I'll come for other events and I can support the community more. And I actually hear that there is an Indian community center to be opened in Cupertino. I'm so glad for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. We have a couple more speakers and then we'll get to our main Chief Justice in a few minutes. So I would like to invite Honorable Mayor from City of San Ramon, David Hudson. Mayor Hudson has been in the public service for last 25 years, and San Ramon is growing with Indian population like anything. And we have Vice Mayor of Indian origin in the San Ramon city, but he could not make it today. But Mayor will represent everyone. Mayor Hudson.
Thank you. And Chief Justice, before you take that offer from Santa Clara, let's talk. Alex Lee, if you're still out there, we may not have the numbers that you're promoting, but I have to tell you, San Ramon is coming up fast. If there's any of you from San Ramon, you'll know that when we went to districts 3 years ago, I think it was, a lot of people were surprised, unless you walked out in Doherty Valley, that in 2 of our 4 districts, over 50% of the population was Asian. And what amazed me the most is over 25 years on council, I actually go back 30 years on this. This city has just built community, community, community. Faces change, names are different, but the feel of the community has never changed. And I've been on my block for 40 years, and I can tell you that when we went to districts, 3 and 4 were Asian. I'm in District 2, and ever since we went to districts, every house that sold on my block was to an Indian family. And I am dead serious when I tell you, I have been blessed with some of the best neighbors ever, but none of them better than what I have right now. I am really, really impressed with the feeling of community that Indian families bring to their neighborhood. You should be very proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I know how much you do for the community there. And we hosted several AIA events in San Ramon, as you know, and Mayor has been supportive all the time. So I would like to invite a very special person here, Ajay Bhutoria. He is appointed by President Biden to Commissioner of Asian Pacific Islanders. So Ajay is a community leader. Want to invite him quickly to say a couple of words. Ajay Bhutoria.
Thank you, Ramesh ji. Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Consular General Jairam ji, and dignitaries and community leaders out here. I just want to share a couple of things. As part of the working as part of the commission for the President Biden, the green cards has been taking a backlog of 10 to 15 years in this country, and it impacts many of the Indians. And the commission has recommended to the president in working with the USCIS to approve the green cards in 6 months from 2023. And also recently, President Biden has signed a bill which explores the setting up of a museum for Asian American, which includes Indians. So that will be in Washington. And we are very inspired by your work and the work of your fellow Chief Justices and fellow of your justices, which reaffirm the faith of common people in the justice and the court system, which is a huge thing. So thank you for everything you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajay ji. With that, I would like to invite Vijaya ji back on the stage for the next process in the today's evening function.
Thank you. And I thank one and all the distinguished guests who came today to wish and to speak with our Honorable Chief Justice. Thank you so much on behalf of Association of Indo-Americans. Thank you. The next guest that I'm about to invite, I think most of you in the room know more about him than me. I see so many familiar faces, leaders of the community and people I've seen for decades. So thanks for everyone. Thanks to each and every one of you for coming here. But our next guest is a friend of everyone. He hails from Andhra Pradesh. He's basically Telugu, but his friend circle is nothing but Telugu. He has friends from all over, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and north, east, south, west, and a friend of our Indian community for the last 4 decades, and a great guiding force and one of the founders for Association of Indo-Americans. I request Jairam Komatiji to say a few words.
Thank you, Vijaya. Great introduction. Good evening, everybody. It is really an honor to have a Chief Justice of India in Bay Area. And I've been living in this country for more than 40 years. Many of you I know very well. We are involved in so many community organizations. But I never heard a Chief Justice visiting Bay Area in the last 40 years I know of. There are a lot of people in this community more than 50 years. This is the first time ever a Chief Justice of India visiting in our area. It's a really a great honor for Bay Area Indian community. Sir, in this room, there are a lot of dynamic leaders, community leaders in this auditorium right now. Many of them, their community service, their dedication towards Bharat, towards India, you cannot even measure it. Maybe thousands of years service which they have done for the community back home. Even though we are all came from India, but still living here, our hearts and souls are in India. That's what we do. Each and every organization here, their motto is to protect India's interest and at the same time to do the community service through their organization. That's what we are doing. I know many of the people. Dr. Lucky Reddy is the great philanthropist. Dr. Rahul Rai, Joe Johal, Banod Saab, and all these are all the eminent community leaders attended today. It is a great honor, and I really feel proud that our community in the Bay Area, having such a wonderful Chief Justice of India. Anybody can Google, I don't have to tell you. You just Google his name. That shows how much interest we have. We have done a lot of events in the Bay Area, including when Modi ji became the Prime Minister of India. We hosted this community. I'm being part of it. Many of you part of that kind of event. Today, this event, it's no less than any other event we ever hosted because of the character and the charisma the Chief Justice had. With short notice, without any further thing, you all attended this event and you eagerly waiting to hear his speech. But I'll cut down my speech and thank you all for being here on behalf of AIA. Bottom of my heart, we really appreciate you all for being this evening with the Chief Justice Felicitation Program. Thank you all.
Thank you. And we have another distinguished guest with us today, all the way from India. co-founder of Bharat Biotech, the first-gen entrepreneur, art, culture and music patronizer, organ donor, nature and societal enabler, Padma Bhushan Award winner Sucharita Ellaji. We're very proud of what your company has done in India, ma'am. Truly, on behalf of everyone, very proud of you.
Namaskar. This is a great honor and a privilege to be sharing the dais with the Honorable Chief Justice of India. He needs no introduction. And along with him, Mrs. Shivamala and the Honorable Consul General of India, whom I have just met yesterday. It's a privilege, sir, to be here, and to Jairam Garu, Committee Jairam Garu, and to all the distinguished guests who have been assembled here, all the dignitaries and all the leaders of the community of the Indian diaspora that lives in the Bay Area. This is a great honor, truly, for me, and a great privilege to be a part of this evening. I share this with a lot of emotion because today it's also I will not forget this, I think, for the rest of my life. My son's birthday is on July 1st, and he is up in New York celebrating his birthday. I wish he was here too. But this is a great evening in the midst of each and every one of you. And thank you for this wonderful welcome and beautiful evening to be here with all of you and share my time here in the Bay Area. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, ma'am. And it's my honor to introduce our next guest, who's a friend of community. In fact, he was appointed during the worst times the world has seen, during pandemic. But he took time to meet each and every community leader, each and every organization. And he is a true friend of our Indian community. Please welcome our Honorable Consul General Ambassador, Nagendra Prasad ji.
Honorable Chief Justice of India, Justice Sri Nutalapati Venkataramana Garu, and Sucharita Garu, Suchitra Ella Garu, elected members, mayors, and very distinguished community members, and particularly Association of Indian Americans who have been organizing this wonderful function. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great privilege and honor to receive Justice N.V. Ramana Garu and Madam Shivamala Garu in Bay Area. And it's a unique opportunity for all of us, as Mr. Jairam said. You know, it's a very rare opportunity, even in our diplomatic life, to receive a Chief Justice abroad. Thank you very much for coming over here, sir. He has earlier occupied several distinguished positions in the judiciary, including Chief Justice of Andhra Pradesh, as judge in the Supreme Court, and with such a vast experience, he is occupying high constitutional position today. As you all know, judiciary has an independent role in the functioning of our democratic governance, and ours is most vibrant democracy on the earth today. The emphasis has been greater access. His emphasis has been greater access to justice to poor, and inclusiveness is one of his mottos, and removal of language barriers, and the presence of more women in legal professions and judiciary, and improvement of judicial infrastructure, among others. The judgments and verdicts speak for themselves what Justice Ramana is for. Honorable Chief Justice, I'm very happy to mention that the migration of Indians has started to California early 1900s, and we have seen progress from road rail workers to farmers to IT and technology, CEOs and chairmen. Today, amidst of us, we have several community leaders who have been working tirelessly for Indian community and strengthening India-US partnership. As our Honorable Prime Minister always said, you are the live bridge between India and US. I also would like to, all of you, to give a big hand to Mrs. Suchitra Ella, whose firm has made possible for 2 billion vaccine administrations in India. Thank you very much for that wonderful effort. Most heartening is the Indian community in Bay Area is deeply involved in the growth story of India, and they continue to invest in India, collaborate with India in technology and other aspects of the trade and investments. And they are all here, and then they always promote preserving the culture, including music, dance of India in Bay Area and in US. Last but not the least, sir, we in the consulate here work very efficiently in order to see that there are no cases against us in Indian courts of law. We are very efficient. Thank you very much. And with these few words, I once again welcome you, and we are all honored, and then thank you for showering this honor on us. Thank you very much. Good evening. We look forward to hearing Honorable Chief Justice of India, Justice Ramana.
Thank you so much, Nagendra Prasad ji. And before we invite our guest of honor of the day, I would really like to recognize the great leaders behind the Association of Indo-Americans' inception, Jairam ji, Raj Bhanot ji, Jeevan Joshi ji, and a great guide, Mahesh Patel ji, Ashok Bhatt ji, all of you, thank you. And then all the other organizations that are part of the AIA. We will, so I request all of you, after our honorable guest speaks today, we will felicitate our honorable guest, and I request all of you to be ready for that. And before I introduce our next guest, let the AV speak about himself. And AV, please.
Justice N.V. Ramana, the People's Judge. Notalapati Venkatramana is the only son of Sri Ganapati Rao and Srimati Sarojini Devi and is the youngest of 3 siblings. He was born in an agrarian family in 1957 in village Ponnavaram. He went to a government school and had his education in Telugu medium. In fact, his mother tongue Telugu was his medium of learning till undergraduation. He was known for his activism and leadership in his university days. The journey of Sri Justice N.V. Ramana from a small village in the southern Indian state of Andhra Pradesh to the highest office of the Indian judiciary is both inspiring and motivating. After graduating in law from Acharya Nagarjuna University, Justice Ramana entered the legal profession as an advocate in the year 1983. For someone without a godfather, it is a mammoth challenge to survive and progress in the profession of law. As a first-generation lawyer, it wasn't easy going for Justice Ramana either. In the nearly 4-decade-long professional journey, Justice Ramana served in different capacities such as Government Counsel, Additional Standing Counsel, and Additional Advocate General before being appointed as a permanent judge of Andhra Pradesh High Court on 27 June 2000. He functioned as Acting Chief Justice of the Andhra Pradesh High Court from 10th March 2013 to 20th May 2013. Justice Ramana was elevated as the Chief Justice of Delhi High Court on 2nd September 2013 and was appointed as a Judge of the Supreme Court on 17 February 2014. He became the 48th Chief Justice of India on 24th April 2021. As Judge of various constitutional courts, he has completed 22 years just 4 days ago. As the head of Indian judiciary, Justice N.V. Ramana has swung into action with absolute clarity and purpose. In the process, he has set in motion many historical firsts. Within weeks after assuming the office of CJI, As a member of the selection committee consisting of the Prime Minister, CJI and the Leader of Opposition, Justice N.V. Ramana invoked the top court's judgment which altered the course of selection of new director for the Central Bureau of Investigation. Justice Ramana has always strived to promote access to justice as guaranteed under the Constitution, which earned him the moniker People's Judge. He has identified filling up of judicial vacancies and augmenting judicial infrastructure as two of the focus areas to achieve this objective. Justice Ramana firmly believes that unless judicial vacancies are filled and the judicial infrastructure is augmented, the access to justice guaranteed under the Constitution will remain a myth. Soon after being sworn in as the 48th Chief Justice of India, Justice Ramana accelerated the process of filling up of the vacancies in the judiciary. Last August, 9 new judges were appointed to the Supreme Court in one go. 3 among them are women. With these appointments, now there are 4 women judges in the Supreme Court, which is the highest ever so far. One of them will eventually go on to become the first ever woman Chief Justice of India. 2 more judges were appointed to the Supreme Court just a few weeks ago. With this, a total of 11 judges were appointed to the Apex Court in a span of less than 12 months under Justice Ramana's leadership. This perhaps will remain an unassailable record. In his very first meeting with the Chief Justices of High Courts, Justice Ramana called upon them to expedite the process of recommending names for appointment of judges in their respective courts. In the last 1 year, a total of 192 names were recommended for appointment as judges to various high courts, from which more than 180 have been appointed. More than 20% of them are women. During the same period, 15 new Chief Justices were appointed to various high courts. The scale of these appointments is unprecedented. While filling up the judicial vacancies at all levels, Justice Ramana laid great emphasis on social diversity. He made sincere efforts to ensure representation of all regions, communities, women and weaker and oppressed sections on the bench. In the past 1 year, since he assumed office, the judiciary has grown richer in diversity. He strongly believes that the diversity that exists in society must find reflection on the bench. People develop sense of belongingness with judicial institutions only when each and every section of the society finds its representation on the bench. They start believing that it is they who are delivering justice once they find one among them on the bench, Justice Ramana once observed. Justice Ramana sees inclusivity as the foundation of justice. The appointments made so far to the Supreme Court and various high courts stand testimony to his conviction. His efforts led to the increase of bench strength in the high courts of Telangana and Himachal Pradesh. His critical observations from the bench on the government's inaction in filling up of vacancies in tribunals led to positive outcomes. Justice Ramana has vigorously pursued the idea of setting up of judicial infrastructure authorities, both at national and state levels. He is of the view that unless coordinated efforts are made under active supervision of the judiciary through special purpose vehicles, the judicial infrastructure development will not gain the requisite pace. A God-fearing person, Justice Ramana never hesitates to speak out his mind, both from the bench and off the bench. His judgments are known for sound legal reasoning and humanistic approach. He strongly advocates promotion of mother tongue. Speaking at Independence Day event in Supreme Court, Justice Ramana observed that the lack of serious debate and scrutiny of bills in the Parliament is leading to imperfect legislation and avoidable litigation. Further, at an event attended by the Prime Minister, he had said that if every arm of the government discharges its duties as per law and rules, the burden on the courts would come down considerably. These and many more observations of Justice Ramana have enriched the debate on the role and functioning of the 3 organs of the state in India. Justice Ramana is credited with delivering some landmark verdicts underscoring constitutional values and principles of natural justice. It was Justice Ramana who brought the office of CJI under the purview of the Right to Information Act. Holding internet connectivity as a fundamental right in the digital era, the judge disposed of a batch of right petitions on internet shutdowns. While upholding the disqualification of dissident MLAs belonging to Indian National Congress and Janata Dal in Karnataka by the Speaker of Legislative Assembly, Justice Ramana ruled that the disqualified MLAs are very much eligible to run for the re-election to the same house from which they were disqualified. A landmark judgment indeed. To prevent horse trading, Justice Ramana ordered an immediate floor test in the Maharashtra State Assembly. He directed the then Chief Minister to prove his majority after the pre-poll BJP Shiva Sena alliance in Maharashtra fell apart in 2019. Taking sumoto cognizance of the inordinate delay of prisoners, release for want of court orders, Justice Ramana ordered a system to be put in place for immediate delivery of court orders to prisons. Faster, a software platform which instantaneously and directly delivers court orders to prisons across the country, was launched a few months ago, and most of the high courts and the other governmental agencies are replicating the same. In a judgment that put the spotlight on gender inequality when it came to insurance claim cases, the judge ordered fixing a national income for non-earning homemakers in such matters. The sheer amount of time and effort that is dedicated to household work by individuals who are more likely to be women than men is not surprising when one considers the plethora of activities a homemaker undertakes. The CJI had said in the verdict, for Justice Ramana, rule of law is absolutely non-negotiable. One of his interventions is ordering an inquiry into the Pegasus snooping allegations. It may be recalled that the alleged snooping reportedly happened in many countries. But the Supreme Court of India is the only judicial institution in the world which has ordered an inquiry into the snooping allegations. Cancelling bail to a union minister's son accused in the Lakhimpur Kheri killings and stalling of demolitions at Jahangirpuri in Delhi are a result of some other interventions by Justice Ramana which were widely acclaimed for upholding the rule of law. Justice Ramana has been highly critical of continued usage of colonial-era sedition law that was primarily aimed at persecuting the freedom fighters. He once observed from the bench, sedition law is similar to giving a saw to a carpenter to cut a piece of wood and the carpenter using it to cut down the entire forest itself. He wondered why a democracy needed a law which was used by the British to imprison Mahatma Gandhi and Bala Gangadhar Tilak. As the CJI-led bench started examining the validity of sedition law, the government came forward to review same. While allowing the government to undertake the promised review, Justice Ramana's bench passed an order which effectively put the sedition law in cold storage. International Arbitration and Mediation Center in Hyderabad has been the brainchild of Justice Ramana. The center, which has started functioning within 6 months from the date of its conception, is proving to be very cost-effective forum for redress of commercial disputes. A firm believer in transparency of public institutions, Justice Ramana has been trying for consensus among the apex court judges before starting live streaming of the Supreme Court proceedings. Justice Ramana never misses an opportunity to wear his rural background and his Telugu identity as a badge of honor. The only request this humble farmer's son made upon his arrival at San Francisco was to take him to a farm. We, the Indian diaspora, warmly welcome Justice Nutalapati Venkatramana to the United States of America. Jai Hind.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Association of Indo-Americans and the entire Indian community, we request Honorable Chief Justice N.V. Ramana Garu to say a few words. Few minutes.
Few minutes? Thank you. No, I don't want to take.
Yes,
much
sir, the
time.
floor is yours.
No, no. It's okay. Okay. Okay, I'm comfortable. Sri Komat Jairam, my dear friend and the president of the Association of Indo-Americans, other office bearers and members of the Association of Indo-Americans, honorable mayors, honorable lawmakers who have joined us this evening, Sri T.V. Nagendra Prasad, Consul General of India, Sri Rajesh Nayak, Deputy Consul General of India, Padma Bhushan Sujitra Yella, office bearers and members of our 38 different member organizations of Association of Indo-Americans, distinguished invitees, media persons, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to everyone. Normally, I am not interested to speak or read this speech, but unfortunately, because of the position which I am holding, and taking into consideration of the present environment, particularly with reference to media and other social media organizations, I thought it is always better to have a written test. The way which the speeches and conversations are twisted and to attract the breaking news or headlines sometimes create problem. That is the reason why, even though I don't look much, but I have no option except going by a test. I am very happy to be here with my brother and sister of Indian origin as well as Americans. I am in a mini India now. Even in a place like Delhi or Mumbai, I don't get to meet people from various states at one place and in such a big number. When I visited this city nearly, I think 30 years back, I could find out those days very few Indians. Today it is a totally different city. As I walk through in the streets, I get to hear a lot of people speaking in various Indian languages. The Indian diaspora in the United States has played an active role in building modern America. From modest beginnings, you have transformed not only your identities, but also the face of this nation. This journey was made possible only because of your sheer hard work, passion, and dedication. It is the progress partnership between the people of India and America that has led to massive bilateral goods trade worth of $113 billion in the year 2021. I am very happy to learn 50% of the business-to-business startups in the Silicon Valley are founded or funded or run by the Indians. This huge leap will certainly inspire and motivate Indians everywhere. As modest working class, dynamic entrepreneurs, brilliant scientists and intellectuals, compassionate doctors, talented artists, leading statesmen and administrators, the Indian community has contributed to all walks of life. At the same time, distance and time have not kept you away from your motherland. You have always actively contributed to the welfare of India.
in your own way, you have helped to build two nations simultaneously. You have never lost sight of your ancestral land and its culture. As Mahatma Gandhi said once, the cotton thread love that binds all of you to your community is too strong to break. You celebrate festivals with great pride and joy. Active efforts are taken to support the growth of the mother tongue, and many of you are patrons to the arts of India. The largest Indian Independence Day parade outside India takes place in the United States. We are the true ambassadors of what India stands for. We have introduced to the world the culture and the teachings of India. I would like only to state that whatever you are, your Indian values of care, respect, paternity, and tolerance must shine through. India resides in all of you. I hope wherever you live or work, you will always think about your motherland, your family. As renowned author of Roots, Alex Haley, aptly said, I quote, "In every conceivable manner, the family is linked to our past, bridge to our future," unquote. From the data available, it may be safe to suggest that it is the information technology that has significantly enhanced opportunities to majority of Indians who have settled here. In the 1980s, the then government of India tried to introduce information technology in a big way. More than the resistance from some ill-founded sections, it was lack of infrastructure and non-availability of skilled professionals that prevented those big ideas from taking shape. With the liberalization of economy in early 1990s, the Indians found new openings. Yet, when the world was entering the phase of IT boom, we trailed behind due to lack of infrastructure and qualified manpower. In due course, we have gained pace and are now at par with the best in the world. Your presence here in big numbers stands testimony to the fact that we are in a big league now. Highly skilled Indian professionals in diverse fields are found today across the globe. Qualified men and women from India have already made their mark around the world much before IT revolution. But it is the information technology that has emerged at new level. The unprecedented opportunities offered by IT sector to women have changed how the Indians perceive the role of women in our society. More and more women from India found their wings in this emerging sector. This helped them become empowered, independent, and self-reliant. An empowered woman changes the dynamics of family and the society in a positive way. As they say, I quote, "If you empower a man, who empower an individual. But if you empower a woman, you empower my family and the nation," unquote. The times have changed, particularly in the last 2 decades. The situation in India has improved considerably. Big cities such as Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Delhi have invested heavily in infrastructure and are actively incentivizing the entrepreneurship. The government has realized the importance of infrastructure and are focusing on this area. Once upon a time, arriving in countries as the US for work or study used to be prerogative of few privileged families. An ordinary person from rural or backward area could not even dream of leaving the shores of India. Now, the situation has totally changed due to the vision of some leaders and chief ministers who have laid a solid foundation for India-centric growth almost 2 decades ago. As a result, many business schools, law schools, and professional colleges has come up which are producing the requisite professional manpower to serve the world. We continue to reap the benefits of such a vision even today. Such foundation meant a long-term growth should never be disturbed. All over the world, with the change in government, policies do change. But no sensible, mature, and patriotic government would alter the policies in such a manner which would slow down or halt the growth of its own territory. Unfortunately, we don't come across such sensibility and maturity in India too often whenever there is a change in government. It is time to think about new approaches. Globally, Indians are in the forefront of innovations. We are the mind, energy, and engine for the growth of global economy. It is time India and Indians draw proportionate benefits through your talents. For this to happen, we have to start thinking as a leader and not as one of the thousands of employees. It is through that persistent innovations that Suchitra Yalla, who is with us today, and her husband Krishna Yalla could make a mark globally. Thanks to such innovators, today Indian products and services are competing with global leaders. I am not suggesting that you should give up your comforts and guaranteed incomes here, but you should not be averse to taking risk. Risk and reward often go hand in hand. Start focusing on innovations. Start focusing on emerging as a leader. Start thinking like an employer and not an employee. I know it is easier said than done. There will be some hurdles in your path. In your endeavor to build a strong and modern India, you need to brace up to face a few challenges. It calls for some sacrifices. With your rich experience and talent, you are in a position to help India reap the demographic dividend. We cannot afford to miss the bus again. Coming back to my visit to this great country, I have a few thoughts to share with all of you. I had a privilege of visiting the Independent Hall in Philadelphia last week. I found some striking similarities between journeys undertaken by India and the United States to become independent constitutional democracies. In both the countries, Declaration of Independence was followed by intense debates in the assemblies on the constitution that were adopted. India had the advantage of drawing from the best and most suitable aspects of the constitutions already in force around the world. As pointed out in the preamble, the Indian Constitution guarantees justice, liberty, and equality to its people and promotes fraternity. Interestingly, the Indian Constitution guaranteed universal adult franchise since the very inception of our republic in 1950. The United States could achieve this fortifying feature of democracy only in 1960s. However, the Constitution should not be viewed as a static, unchanging document. I am reminded of what I read on the walls of Thomas Jefferson Memorial in Washington a few days back. I quote, "Laws and institutions must go hand in hand with the progress of the human mind as that becomes more developed, more enlightened, as new discoveries are made. New truths discovered and manners and opinions change. With the change of circumstances, institutions must advance also to keep pace with the times," unquote. As we celebrate 75th year of independence this year, and as our republic turned 72, with some sense of great regret, I must add here that we still haven't learned to appreciate wholly the roles of the responsibilities assigned by the Constitution to each of the institutions. The party in power believes that every governmental action is entitled to judicial endorsement. The parties in opposition expect the judiciary to advance their political positions and causes. This flawed thinking of all hues flourishes in the absence of proper understanding among people about the Constitution and the functioning of the democratic institutions. It is the vigorously promoted ignorance among general public which is coming to the aid of such forces whose only aim is to run down the only independent organ, that is the judiciary. Let me make it clear, we are answerable to the Constitution and Constitution alone. To enforce checks and balances envisaged in the Constitution, we need to promote constitutional culture in India. We need to spread awareness about the roles and responsibilities of individual institutions. Democracy is all about participation. To quote Abraham Lincoln, the people are the rightful masters of both congresses and courts, not to overthrow the Constitution, but to overthrow the men who pervert it. Under the Constitution of India, it is the people who are entrusted with the task of passing judgments on the rulers once every 5 years. I stated earlier on different occasions, the people of India have done their remarkable job well so far. We should have no reason to doubt the collective wisdom of our people. Significantly, the voters in rural area in India is more proactive in discharging this task when compared to the urban, educated and well-to-do counterparts. Both India and the United States are known for their diversity. This diversity needs to be honored and cherished everywhere in the world. It is only because of United States honors and respects diversity that you are all able to reach this country and make a mark through your hard work and extraordinary skills. Please remember, it is the tolerance and inclusive nature of American society that is able to attract the best talents from all over the world, which in turn in contributing to its growth. Honoring qualified talents from diverse backgrounds is also essential to sustain confidence of all the sections of the society in the system. This principle of inclusivity is universal. It needs to be honored everywhere in the world, including India. Inclusivity strengthens the unity in society, which is key to peace and progress. We need to focus on issues that unite us, not on those that divide us. In the 21st century, we cannot allow petty, narrow, and divisive issues to dictate human and social relationships. We have to rise above all the divisive issues to remain focused on human development. A non-inclusive approach is an innovation to disaster. Please remember, you all might have become millionaires and billionaires. For you to enjoy your wealth, you need to have peace around you. Your parents back home also should be able to live in a peaceful society which is free from hate and violence. If you cannot take care of well-being of your family and society back home, what is the use of your wealth and status here? You have to contribute your own way to improve your own society. What really matters is the honor and respect that you command in our homeland. This is the litmus test for your true success. A nation that welcomes everyone with open arms, a nation that assimilates all cultures, and a nation that honors every language is bound to progress, peaceful and vibrant. It is this character that promotes prosperity. I have an unsolicited advice for the Indian Americans, particularly the second generation onwards. It is time for you to move beyond being an employee or service provider. You have already integrated yourself with the American society. It is time now for you people to enter public life and policy making. You can do a lot more for your community and your country, United States, by winning faith of your people. I would like to extend my deep gratitude to all of you at the Association of Indo-Americans for hosting this event today. I am really touched by your gestures of gathering here to honor us. I am fully aware that it is not any personal honor. I am fully aware that it is not any personal honor for me. It is your deep sense of pride and respect for the institution in India that brought you here. I owe my special thanks to my friend, well-wisher, and organizer, Sri Komat Jairam, who cannot think of gathering Indians in the state of California without Jairam's involvement. The energy and resources that he spends for the welfare of Indians living in the United States and India is unimaginable. You would have achieved a lot in public life if you had chosen to actively pursue career in politics, either in India or in USA. Unfortunately, yes, he chose not to enter into the public service arena. I hope he changes his mind for larger public good. I once again thank the organizers for making this happen. My sincere thanks to one and all for this honor. And I also want to say that today I was reminded that the 1st July is Chartered Accounts Day. I was told there are about 25 chartered accountants from San Francisco chapter among the audience. I congratulate all of them on this occasion. I would like to extend my deep gratitude to all of you at the Association of Indo-Americans for hosting this event today. And I want to, being a Telugu man, a lot of gathering here in Telugu, and please excuse me to say a few words about the Telugu people in my mother tongue, which I love so much. తెలుగు తల్లి ముద్దు బిడ్డలందరికీ నమస్కారం. నాకు ఈరోజు కన్యాశుల్కంలో గురజాడ అప్పారావు గారు చెప్పినటువంటి ఒక విషయం గుర్తుకొస్తుంది. ఆయన అంటాడు, లోకం అంటే ఏమిటి, గంజి గుంట అనుకుంటున్నారా? ఏషియా, యూరప్, ఆఫ్రికా, అమెరికా, ఆస్ట్రేలియా అనేది 5 ఖండాలు. అందులో అమెరికాలో మనుషులు బుర్ర కిందకి కాళ్ళు పైకి పెట్టి నడుస్తారు. ఇక్కడ పగలగదా ఇప్పుడు, అక్కడ రాత్రి. అమెరికాలో స్థిరపడిన మీ సంగతి నాకు తెలియదు, కానీ గత వారం రోజులుగా నా పరిస్థితి ఇదే. బుర్ర కిందకి కాళ్ళు పైకి. 1980వ దశకం వరకు ఢిల్లీ నగరంలో దక్షిణాది వాళ్ళందరినీ మద్రాసీలనే పిలిచేవాళ్ళు. నందమూరి తారక రామారావు గారి పుణ్యమంట తెలుగువారికి, తెలుగు జాతికి గుర్తింపు వచ్చి ఆంధ్రులు, తెలుగు వాళ్ళు అనేటటువంటి వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారనేటటువంటి విషయాన్ని గుర్తుకు తెచ్చారు. అలాగే మీ కృషి, ప్రతిభ కారణంగా అమెరికాలో మిగతా ఆసియావాసులకు భిన్నంగా మీకంటూ భారతీయులుగా, తెలుగువారిగా ఒక గుర్తింపు వచ్చింది. వారందరికీ కూడా అభినందనలు. మన భాష, మాతృభాష తెలుగు భాష. మన భాషకు ఎల్లలేవు. తెలుగు వాళ్ళు ఏ దేశంలో ఉన్నా తెలుగు భాష వాళ్ళని ఏకం చేస్తుంది. భాషతో పెనవేసుకున్నటువంటి విశ్వకుటుంబం మనది. సప్త సముద్రాలు దాటి, దేశ సరిహద్దులను దాటి, విశ్వప్రపంచం మీద అనురాగ రాగాలను పలికిస్తూ ఎక్కడున్నా తెలుగువాడి కీర్తి పతాక వేయటం మనందరికీ గర్వకారణం. తెలుగు భాష గురించి ఒక 2 మాటల్లో చెప్పాలంటే, పొన్నమి వెన్నెల, తీయని తేనె, కోకిల కలకూజితం, మంచి గంధపు పొడి, మల్లెపూల పరిమళం, గులాబీ రేకుల మార్ధవం, ఏ వేసవి సాయంకాలం వానజల్లు, చల్లని దక్షిణపు గాలి, కృష్ణశాస్త్రి కవిత్వం, ఇలా శిశులో హైగొల్పేటటువంటి అన్నీ రంగరించింది తెలుగు భాష. అందుకనే భారతీయుల గురించి, ప్రత్యేకించి తెలుగువారి గురించి గుర్రం జాషువా గారు పద్యం చెప్పారు. కులమతాలు గీచుకున్న గీతలు జొచ్చి, కులమతాలు గీచుకున్న గీతలు జొచ్చి, పంజరాను పట్టుబడను నేను, నిఖిల లోకమెట్లు నిర్ణయించను నాకు తిరుగులేదు విశ్వనరుడను నేను అని అన్నాడు. విశ్వమానవ సౌరతత్వానికి మీరు ప్రతీకలు కావాలా? కులమతాల అడ్డుగోడలను దాటుకొని మీరు ఇక్కడ చేరారు, దానివల్ల ప్రయోజనం లేనటువంటి విషయాన్ని మీరు గుర్తుంచుకోవాలా? మనకు కావాల్సింది విజ్ఞానం, సృజనాత్మకత, కాల్పనికత. సృజనాత్మక అనేటటువంటిది ఒక రోజులో వచ్చేటటువంటి విషయం కాదు. నిరంతర సాధన, నిరంతర సాధన, అధ్యయనం, అంతులేని అధ్యయనం, ఆలోచన, అంతులేని ఆలోచన, అనుభవం, అపారమైనటువంటి అనుభవం, ఇవన్నీ తోడైతేనే సృజనాత్మకత సాధ్యమవుతుంది అనేటటువంటి విషయం గుర్తు చేసుకోవాలి. ఇవాళ భారతదేశంలో మరి మనం కావాల్సినంతమంది, ప్రపంచ దేశాలకు కావాల్సినంతమంది వైద్యుల్ని, ఇంజనీర్లని, మన ఇతర వృత్తుల వారిని తయారు చేసి పంపుతున్నాం. కానీ భారతదేశంలో సరైనటువంటి నాయకత్వం వహించేటటువంటి యువతరాన్ని మనం తయారు చేసుకోలేని పరిస్థితుల్లో ఉంది. ఇవాళ భారతదేశానికి కావాల్సింది వైద్యులు, ఇంజనీర్లు, న్యాయవాదులు ఎంత అవసరమో సమాజానికి నిజాయితీ కలిగినటువంటి, విశాల దృక్పథం కలిగినటువంటి, ప్రజాక్షేమం కోసం పాటుపడగలిగినటువంటి, తాపత్రయం కలిగినటువంటి, త్యాగశీలత కలిగినటువంటి, నిస్వార్థ గుణం కలిగినటువంటి నాయకులు కావాల్సినటువంటి అవసరం ఉంది. అటువంటి నాయకులను తయారు చేయాల్సినటువంటి బాధ్యత మన మీద ఉంది. అందుకనే మీకు నేను ఇచ్చేటటువంటి సలహా ఏంటంటే, మీరు మీ సంస్కృతిని, మీ యొక్క భాషని, ఆహారపు అలవాట్లని మర్చిపోవద్దు. కొన్ని సలహాలు ఇస్తాను. అదే సందర్భంగా నా ఇందాకటి ఆంగ్ల ప్రసంగంలో మీకు మరి సమాజంలో అందరితో కలిసి ఉండాలా, ఐకమత్యమే బలం అనేటటువంటి విషయాన్ని కూడా చెప్పాను. అదేవిధంగా సొంత ఊరు, సొంత భాష, సొంత తల్లిని కూడా మర్చిపోవద్దని కూడా చెప్పాను. ఈ విషయాలు మీరు తప్పనిసరిగా గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటారని చెప్పేసి నేను ఆశిస్తూ, ఈ సందర్భంగా 8 ముఖ్యమైనటువంటి పాయింట్స్ నేను చెప్పేస్తాను, ముగిస్తాను. నా సూచన ఏంటంటే, తెలుగు వాళ్ళు పరస్పరం తెలుగు భాషలోనే మాట్లాడుకోవాలా. మాతృభాషని ప్రథమ భాషగా బిడ్డలకు చదువు చెప్పించాలా. ఎదుగుతున్నటువంటి పిల్లలతోటి మీరు ఇంట్లో సంభాషణ, ఆట పాట అన్నీ కూడా తెలుగు భాషలోనే చేయాలా. తెలుగులో ఉత్తరాలు రాసుకునేటటువంటి సంప్రదాయాన్ని కొనసాగించండి. తెలుగు మాట్లాడటానికి సిగ్గుపడాల్సినటువంటి పరిస్థితి వద్దు. మరి శతక సాహిత్యం, భాషా చరిత్ర ఈ యువతరానికి తెలియజెప్పాల్సినటువంటి బాధ్యత ఉంది. తర్వాత పిల్లలు ఇంట్లో కనుక తెలుగు మాట్లాడటం తప్పు కనుక చేస్తే వాళ్ళని సరిదిద్దాలదే తప్ప మరి వారిని హేళన చేయొద్దు. తద్వారా వాళ్ళు భాష మీద పట్టు సంపాదిస్తారు. తెలుగు భాష ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఎందుకంటే భాష కనుక లేకపోతే మన చరిత్ర ఉండదు, మన సంస్కృతి ఉండదు, మన జాతి అంతరించిపోయేటటువంటి పరిస్థితి ఉందనేటటువంటి విషయాన్ని మీరు గుర్తుంచుకోవాలా. అదేవిధంగా సమాజం పట్ల మన బాధ్యతతోటి, మరి గురజాడ గారు చెప్పినట్టు, దేశమంటే మట్టి కాదో ఈ దేశమంటే మనుషులోయి, సొంత లాభం కొంత అనుకొని పొరుగువాడికి తోడుపడవై, దేశమంటే మట్టి కాదో ఈ దేశమంటే మనుషులో అనేటటువంటి సూక్తిని గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలని చెప్పి కూడా కోరుతూ, చివరిసారిగా తెలుగు భాషని కరుణశ్రీ ఒక పద్యంలో చెప్పాడు. తెలుగు భాష వంటి తీయని ధనంబు లేదు, తెలుగు కవుల వంటి గనులు లేరు, తెలుగు తల్లి సాధుజన కల్పలేరా, లలిత సుగుణజాల తెలుగు బాల అని చెప్పి. అంతిమంగా, తెలుగువాడి తెలివితేటలకు జై జై, తెలుగువాడి తెలివితేటలకు జై జై, తెలుగువాడు దేనికైనా సై సై, తెలుగువాడు దేనికైనా సై సై, తెలుగువారిని ఎదురాడువాడు నైనై. ఈరోజు ఈ సమావేశానికి వచ్చేసిన మీ అందరికీ కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలియజేసుకోవాలి.
That was a wonderful speech, Ramana ji, Ramana garu. Telugu bidda అయినందుకు చాలా గర్వంగా ఉంది. Thank you so much. And again, once again, on the behalf of the entire Indian community and Association of Indo-Americans, what a great honor to have you here today, sir. And thank you, Jairam ji, for taking this initiative. Thank you so much. And thank you, Yogi ji and Konda ji, for coordinating all our chief guests, distinguished guests today. And thank you, Laban ji, for taking care of the most difficult part, which is the seating the guests. And thank you for amazing organization of the registration of the front desk. I thank all the team members for doing so. And thanks each and every one of you for pitching in and for making this an even grand success. By the way, this is not ode of thanks. The main event is yet to follow. So I request few of you to remove these tables. So the entire Indian community and the supporting organizations of AIA with their team and friends, they're here. So it is our turn now to felicitate our distinguished guests, Mr. and Mrs. Ramana ji, Suchitra ji. It's been a wonderful evening and a very disciplined evening. So I request everyone, when we call the respective organizations, please come with your team members and take a quick picture with our distinguished guest, and we will then give room for the next organization. And before we invite the Association of Indo-Americans and its friends, I request all our elected distinguished guests to come up on stage.
First of all, I would like to take one more time opportunity to thank our Consulate General Dr. T. Prasad Garu and his team, Rajesh Nayak ji, Dr. Akunji, for wholehearted support for making this event successful. Thank you, sir. So with that, I would like to invite actually consulate staff to take one picture with sir. Rajesh Nayak ji and Akunji, whoever is here from the consulate office, if you can come quickly and take a picture. And then Padma Garu, please. And then we'll take please be seated, and we'll take a turn to come onto the stage and felicitate Chief Justice and take a picture.
And also, dinner will be served, but it is not open yet. So I request everyone to take seats and be part of this felicitation program. Thank you. I request everyone to please be seated. Please be seated, ladies and gentlemen. Yogi ji, please join us.
And the organizations, I would request in the order of the table that you're sitting, we'll call in our alphabetical order. Yeah.
And if we are done, then I'll invite the team of Indian Consulate to come up on stage, please. Thank you. Consulate, Indian team of Indian Consulate. And everyone, please come to my right, come this way and exit the other way. Hello.
So when you line up here, please be together with your organization.
No, we will announce it's alphabetically. We are announcing the organizations alphabetically. I request everyone to please take seats. Thank you. And the friends and families and the team of Indian Consulate.
Please, I think clear the stage, whoever is done with the picture. We want the Indian Consulate team, please join. Consul General of San Francisco, please. Whoever is done with the picture, please clear the stage, and the Indian Consulate team.
Akunji and Rajeshji, I don't see you. Thank you. Thank you. So I will announce now, as I mentioned, organizations will be called alphabetically. Please cooperate with us. So the very first organization to felicitate them, and by the way, the first few organizations are very privileged because they think they can spend a lot of time with them. Please be courteous. We have 30 organizations to come up on stage. So please be very courteous. It'll be one professional picture, no selfies, no other cameras. And we want you in and out. Thank you so much. The first organization is AP Janmabhoomi. Please come up on stage, the members of AP Janmabhoomi.
AP Janmabhoomi.
And that's followed by the team of Asha Jyoti.
I would request our friends not to crowd here by the stage. Please leave the way clear.
And team of Asha Jyoti. We want team of Asha Jyoti here. And the next organization is Bay Area Tamil Mandram. Please line up behind team Asha Jyoti. And Honorable Chief Justice will be with us until we all finish our pictures. We all finish our pictures and felicitation. He will be with us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please. Up next, team of Asha Jyoti, proud member of Association of Indo-Americans. Team Asha Jyoti, please come up on stage. Followed by Bay Area Tamil Mandram, and that's followed by Bata.
Bay Area Tamil Mandram, Bata, Bay Malayali.
Team Asha Jyoti, thank you for the wonderful support for AIA and for being a great partner. Thank you. Next, Bay Area Tamil Mandram, Batam. The team of Batam, one of the oldest organizations in Bay Area. 40 plus years. Yes, sir. Batam. May I have some volunteers here so people do not climb up from this side also? Some volunteers here. Batam, Tamil Mandram followed by Bata, and that's followed by Bay Malayali. Thank you. Thank you. And before the team Bata comes, there is a very prominent Telugu leader amongst us today. He's our guru and he's our guide, and he is here with his entire family. I humbly request Hanmireddy Garu and his family to come up on stage to get a picture. Please come. After Bata, it'll be Bay Malayali followed by BATS, Bharati Tamil Sangam. Bay Malayali and I know it's great to see everybody's attention, but it'll be great if you all can be seated, because as you know, we are taking our time. Each organization will be taken. Pictures of each organization will be taken. Our guide of the Telugu community, Dr. Hanmireddy Garu, Lakireddy Hanmireddy Garu and his family. Thank you, Hanmireddy Garu, for coming with your whole family. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. That side, yeah, that side. Thank you. And now the team of Bata. Team of Bata. Bay Area Telugu Association, a 50-year-old organization about to celebrate its 50 years on October 22nd. Bata members, some of you go that side also. Team Bata. And up next we have Association of Punjabis. Association of Punjabis. And our dear Bhanoji leading them.
Hello, excuse me, can I have your attention? Everyone will have a chance to take a picture. Please be seated. And also we have dinner after the photo session. So we have a lot of...
Maybe they are all stretching, Rameshji. You know, they very patiently sat in the chairs for, what do you say? Sat in the chair for the last 2 hours, so it's just a stretch time. Thank you, but it'll be really nice if you can be seated. And thank you. Thank you so much. And up next we have Bay Malayali. Bay Malayali. Lebanji, our guide. Bay Malayali and our leader Lebanji and his family and friends. The strong supporters of AIA, Bay Malayali. And that's followed by Bharat Tamil Sangam, BATS. You're there, right? And that's followed by Bihar Foundation.
And then Brahma Kumaris.
Yeah. Bharat Tamil Sangam, thank you so much for coming and being a part of this celebration, sir. followed by Bihar Foundation, and after Bihar Foundation we have Brahma Kumaris. Yes, there's a big representation of Bihar Foundation. Please start coming from the right side. Thank you so much. Ram, thank you so much. We'd love to see you all in our Swadesh event. And by the way, the team members, the core team members of AIA, please do not leave. We have a very special gift for Chief Justice, which we'll all be giving together. Bihar Association, a very, very strong supporter of Association of Indo-Americans. Sanjay ji, Babu ji, Rajiv ji, Deepak ji.
Next up, Brahma Kumaris. Yeah, okay.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, our next event of Association of Indo-Americans is Swadesh. That's happening on August 13th in Milpitas. Swadesh, which is our Independence Day celebrations, and the largest congregation of individuals singing Jan Gan Mana with a great formation of a flag will happen on August 13th. Thank you. Brahma Kumaris, followed by California Kashmiri community. California Kashmiri community after Brahma Kumaris.
Falconex representatives, please here. Chhattisgarh organization, if you are here.
No. They're all here, Sandeep. After Brahma Kumaris, it is California Kashmiri community. And after Kashmiri community, we have Chhattisgarh organization.
Followed by Falconex and then FOMA. Falconex and FOMA. Followed by Gujarati community. Falconex, FOMA, Gujarati community.
Thank you. Kashmiri community led by our founder, Jeevan Joshi ji. Thank you, please.
Falconex, Team Falconex, Murli ji, BV ji, Lochan ji. Anybody here from Falconex, please come on to the stage.
And this is California Kashmiri community led by Jeevan Joshi ji. And thank you so much for your support for the entire team. Followed by Chhattisgarh. And that's followed by Falconex, team of Falconex, and that's followed by FOMA. So these three groups, please be ready. Do we have representatives from Chhattisgarh organization? Please. They have a convention this weekend, but I'm truly thankful because everybody is busy with the convention. Thanks for sending a representative. Thank you. And next we have Falconex. Team of Falconex. BV Jagdish ji. No, wait a second. Team of Falconex, Jagdish ji, Murali ji, Raju ji. Thank you so much. And next, the team of FOMA, the dynamic team of FOMA. Please come over. That's followed by GCA, Gujarati community. That's followed by India Literacy Project.
After that is KKNC. Gujarati community. Gujarati community followed by ILT and then KKNC.
Thank you so much. And the great our great friend and leader, Mahesh Patelji, who is one of the founder and guide of Association of Indo-Americans. And next we have Fremont Punjabi Association, Dhamiji and his friends, Fremont Punjabi Association. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, the dinner will be open not now, but right after the felicitations. So I would request you to please stay and support everyone's honoring our Chief Justice.
Livermore HCC after KKNC. So ILP, we are here.
We have Team of India Literacy Project. Bhargavi ji is missing, but the great supporters from day one. Great supporters of AIA. India Literacy Project.
Livermore Hindu Temple.
First KKNC, Kannada Kuta.
Thank you.
And supported by our dynamic Sandeep and the great team of KKNC.
Next to
a big
Livermore Hindu
AIA.
Temple. Livermore Hindu Temple next. All the members from Livermore Hindu Temple, please come on to the stage. Thank you. Exit from the other side. Livermore Hindu Temple, please.
Followed by Ma Durga Parivar and then Manka.
And Livermore Hindu Temple's been around more than 3 decades here. And great association with them. And ladies and gentlemen, their third Mahakumbhabhisheka Mahotsavam is happening from July 6th to July 10th, wherein you'll see new deities, new Dwajastambam, new temples, and many yagas and homams are happening from July 6th to July 10th. Please take some time and attend those festivities in Shiva Vishnu Hindu Temple. Who's next?
Ma Durga Parivar, followed by Manka and Nair Services Society, NSS. Manka, NSS.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, then we have
Wish you all the very best for our upcoming Mahakumbhabhisheka Mahotsava. Ma Durga Parivar. Do we have anybody from Ma Durga Parivar?
Yes.
Okay, please.
Manka, please, after this. And Nair Services, the other.
Malayali Association of North America, Manka. Great supporter of AIA, great team.
Followed by Navika International Organization, Navika.
After Manka, we have NSS, Nair Service Society. No, okay. Then Navika, do we have anyone from Navika? They were here before. Oh, they were?
Pathshala.
Thank you, Team Manka.
Followed by Prathama.
Great job, Anuj.
Pathshala, teaching Telugu language here in Bay Area. Followed by Prathama. San Francisco ICAI.
Thank you. The next, Prathama, our beautiful and dynamic leader, Deebaji, and the entire team who supports AIA. And if we have some distinguished guests who are not part of any of the organizations that I'm announcing, you are all our friends. We all can take a picture right after all the organizations are done. And we will invite you in groups. Punjabi community of Fremont. Okay. San Francisco ICAI. Thank you, sir. And by the way, today is Chartered Accountants Day. So we have a very significant guest here. Chartered Accountants Day today, July 1st, right? Thank you, sir, for coming.
And the next association is Mawa Foundation.
Perfect. And even if you're getting dinner, please come back. Bring the dinner and come back to your tables.
Mawa Foundation represented by Huma and Sohail.
Thank you so much.
Shankara Eye Foundation after this.
Thank you. This is Mawa Foundation represented by two distinguished guests.
After Shankara Eye Foundation is Tana. Tana followed by Telangana Cultural Association. Followed by Telangana Development Forum.
Next is SEF, right, Sandeep? Oh, Venkat Madhipati ji is here. Venkat ji from team Shankarai Foundation, yes.
Okay, this is Team Tana on the stage now.
Telugu Association of North America, one of the oldest Telugu organization. And that's followed by Shankarai Foundation. And all the pictures, they're taken by professionals, two professional cameramen, and the link will be announced, and you will get your professional quality pictures.
Also, don't forget to check out our Facebook page, Association of Indo-Americans. Facebook page, all these photos will go up there as well. And do check our website, aiaevents.org, for all the updates.
Thank you, Tana team. Followed by
Shankara Eye Foundation.
Shankara Eye Foundation, a very dynamic and transparent organization which pledged to do millions of eye surgeries in India, and we're all proud partners and supporters of Shankara Eye Foundation.
Followed by Telangana Development Forum.
Team Shankara Eye Foundation.
Telangana Cultural Association, and then
No,
Telangana.
hold on. One at a time.
Shankara Eye Foundation on the stage. Telangana Cultural Association.
TCA are proud partners of Association of Indo-Americans, and we work so strongly together in putting together all these AIA events, Swadesh, Dashra, Diwali, Dhamaka.
We would request the guests to vacate the stage for the next one. Let's be courteous.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the members of... Yogi ji is coming? Okay. Give me one second. Yogi ji, are you there? Yogi ji, no, please come on stage. Yogi ji, please come on stage. This. And now, Telangana Cultural Association, TCA.
Followed by Telangana Development Forum, TDF. Veda Temple and Vita. TDF is ready. Veda Temple and Vita. WETA. Let's vacate the stage, please. Please. Sir, no selfies and all.
Do we have team TDF also? Oh, TDF. Telangana Development Forum. Why I don't see Hari Gakani ji here? Huh?
Here on this side as well.
Thank you. They've been supporters from day one for AIA. Anyone from Veda Temple?
No. Vita, WETA.
And up next we have Veta, WETA.
Next we have Veda Temple.
Veda Temple. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Andy. Veda Temple. And please bless our Chief Justice.
यो वैतां ब्रह्मणो वेद अमृतेन वृतां पुरे भागधेयेनैवैनं प्रणयति ब्राह्मणो वै सर्वा देवताः यावतीर्वै देवतास्ताः सर्वा वेदविद् ब्राह्मणेव सन्ति देवा गातविदो गातविदो देवा देवा गातविदो गातुं गातुं गातविदो देवा देवा गातविदो गातुं गातुं विद्वा विद्वा गातुं गातविदो गातविदो गातुं विद्वा गातुविद इति गातु विदः गातुं विद्वा विद्वा गातुं गातुं विद्वा गातुं गातुं विद्वा गातुं गातुं विद्वा गातुं विद्वा गातुं गातुं विद्वा गातुं गातुमितेत गातुं विद्वा विद्वा गातुमिता गातुमितेत गातुं गातुमित मनसो मनस इतेत गातुं गातुमित मनसः शतमानं भवति शतायुः पुरुषः शतेन्द्रिय आयुष्येवेन्द्रिये प्रतिष्ठ दम्पत्योः शताधिकवर्ष अन्योन्य सुखजीवन सिद्धिरस्तु नित्य निरंतर धर्माचरण सिद्धिरस्तु
Thank you so much. And we have one organization that we left before we take individual pictures from Assam. From state of Assam, we have a representative. She's coming. No, she's coming. She's coming. Thank you for coming as a representative of your organization. Thank you so much. I'd like to see your presence in our Swadesh. Thank you.
So,
and we have some Yeah. And now, the groups that are not part of any of these organizations who are here, please come in groups. Please do not come one or two members. Please don't come. Come in groups and take a picture with them. Come as a group.
Okay, let's not spend on family pictures, please. Let's
Yes,
go in a
please move,
group
please move.
and finish
Next
it.
group.
Please join.
Thank you, Sanjana. Had a beautiful start today with
No,
your
no.
lovely songs. Thank you so much.
Everyone, please.
And may I request the couple of representatives from each organization of AIA to get a group picture? At least
Okay,
two
please.
team members. Two team members from each organization, member organization of AIA. Can you please come on stage? We'll take a group picture.
Thank you, sir. That way, please. Yeah. Just
you.
everyone here, another 10 folks.
Anyone who has not taken a picture, please come in groups to take a picture with our Honorable Chief Justice.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Yogi ji, please. Okay, I would request all one or two representatives from every organization as Team AIA picture here. It's Team AIA.
Really?
Please do join. Yes.
Team AIA, please. Yogi ji, you're also part of AIA now. Please, I know you are always politically right. Hari ji, where is the gift?
Hari forgot the gift.
Hari is responsible for a very unique gift from AIA. So this is a Team AIA group picture. For Are, Jasmine ji, please come. Is Biba ji here? Biba? I think there are some people outside. If my voice can reach, can you guys please come up on stage? And the Bengali team, if you see Diba ji, can you please send her? Jeevan ji? One second, do not rush for the picture, guys. We have a team that has to come. Huh? Banoji? He's coming.
Come on up, Jeevan ji, jaldi. Jump from there onto the stage.
Jairam ji, you are AIA. Come on. Can Rajnikant ji, Rajnikant gar, can you please call Bhano ji? He's outside. And Mahesh Patel ji, they are there. Here, this is where you're going to sit. Ruchi ji, आइए. Yogi, are you there? Are you up?
Bhanu ji, Mahesh ji.
Do we have somebody from Thana here? Oh, you're it.
Okay, last call for AIA team.
1 second. Huh? Hold on a minute. 1%. I will. This is our proud AIA team. In fact, we are missing Odisha organization. They have their convention. We're missing few organizations. And by the way, Honorable Chief Justice, this is from AIA, our beautiful flag of our United States of America. I hope you will take this with you. Thank you, sir. You're part of the Rajasthani organization. You're part of AIA. Come up, Bhutoria ji. One last picture. One last. Miss the organization people. So I think we have the full AIA team here now. The last picture of the day.
Spread is disperse.
Deepaji is missing. Is Deepaji there? Woo! Team AIA, hip hip hooray! Okay, now Team AIA, please vacate the stage. We have friends and family of CJI here. Thank you. And yeah. So we go way back, almost 30 years. And we saw him as a little kid. Now he represents his running. And Team AIA, please do not leave. We have one more group picture felicitating another very distinguished guest amongst us. So Team AIA, come back. No, don't come back on stage, but come back. Team AIA. Team AIA. I want the entire Team AIA back. So we want the Chartered Accountant Organization. Vishji? Vish? We want you to be also part of AIA in the future, for future events. Thank you, Vish. Sandeep? You called it? Okay. Once. So the next groups. Sagar Garu. Thank you. Thank you. And then I want the team AIA to come back on stage to felicitate another important guest. Sorry, sir.
Make it fast.
All right, the one last picture. No more group pictures. One last picture for Team AIA. Not the AA picture. It's not the AA picture. No. Thank you. And now I request with claps, with great applause, let me welcome Srimati Suchitra Elaji, a Padma Bhushan awardee from Bharat Biotech. Ma'am, I request you to please come here. Right here, ma'am. And we're very honored to have you here with us, ma'am. And this is from the entire team AIA for you. Always proud of dynamic women. My camera, my photo is, my phone is with someone. Can you guys spread out? Babuji, thoda spread out. TDF. किसी को दे दो. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And oh, what? Sorry. And Babuji from Consulate. TDF, come on stage. You're a representative of TDF, come on stage. Jutshi ji, आप नहीं आएंगे क्या ऊपर? Jutshi ji? Lebon ji, Jutshi ji. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We are honored to meet you actually.
Exactly, honored to meet you. Yeah.
Great honor. Thank you. You served like a lot of people in India. Yeah. All done?
Babu, where is sir? Sir. Me to consulate and photo deta hai. Oh, you already got? You got it too? Oh, you didn't. Can you take one? Where are you? Suchitra ji.
Hello everyone. The dinner is being served. Please get your dinner and have a seat. We'll be here for some more time. Please enjoy the dinner. Thank you. Hello everyone, please have dinner. Dinner being served. Please, you can get your dinner inside the hall. Thank you.
Jairam ji. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Association of Indo-Americans, thank you so much for being here, for making this program a grand success. Do not leave without eating, and please definitely visit aiaevents.org and attend our Swadesh, which is happening on August 13th, which is our Independence Day celebration.